Hello Cove Dwellers. Apologies for not getting any videos out last week. It was actually the plan to get 2 videos out last week, but because life, that didn't happen. So I will definitely be getting 2 videos out this week, which will be this one and a very opinionated video I'll be making on Friday, but American Thursday. So you'll be getting that. Saturday if you're in America, and probably Sunday if you're in Australia, if I'm going to be lazy, because I've got Cryptopsy on Saturday night at Northcote Social Club, so I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to get all editing and uploading done and thumbnail and everything by the time I have to leave for that, because it's going to be a long trip back to Melbourne from where I am. So because of that, like I start a week on Sunday, so Americans will probably be getting 2 videos this week, but Australians won't. It's a bit funny like that. I think most people start their weeks on Monday, like that's when they count it as a new week, but I do it on Sunday. I'm not sure why, but that's how I like it, so that's how I fucking do it. Get over it. I would have made one earlier this week even, because I don't like releasing 2 videos so close to each other. I would have made one earlier this week, but it, no joke, took me about 3 days to stop being bedridden from recovering for the weekend, and that sounds intense. That's because it was. The weekend was intense for me. I made bad decisions in regards to, like, just partying and being stupid, and yes, there were 2 days in a row, and I was totally sure before the weekend that I was only going to do 1 day, and I decided to end up doing it 2 days in a row, which doesn't sound like much, but when you go as hard as I do, it's a lot. So that actually leads into the topic of this video, which is the fact that I'm going to go sober for a month. Well, it started on Tuesday. I would have counted it as Monday, but I was still drinking at the early hours of Monday because I was out Sunday night. So because I'm counting the day ticking over at midnight, I'm just saying that Tuesday is when I started, so I'm not lying to myself. Yeah, as of about 2 days ago, I have been 100% sober and plan to be sober until the end of September. Like, I've been trying to work it around certain things that I know I'm going to want to drink at, but I might just try not to drink at it, because it was going to be about 3 weeks to 4 weeks, but I'm hoping I'll be able to make it until the end of September. No, I didn't make this decision whilst hungover. I made this decision before I actually went out last weekend. I was thinking about it, yeah, about last Thursday, thinking, you know, there are a lot of things that I've been meaning to get done that I just haven't been, because every weekend I've been going out and just getting screwed up and like spending about half the week recovering from that. So that's like half of my week gone because I don't have any self-control. So yeah, I've decided that for a month I'm gonna try to get shit done, and it's also gonna be a bit of an experiment on myself. Like, I like to think of this as a, can I actually make it that long? I'll get to the reasons as to why I'm doing it later in the video, and the difficulties that'll come with it. I actually made a list of reasons and difficulties today, so it's all top of the head, made it, like, planned out about 5 minutes, this video. Like, I knew I was going to make this video on the fact that I'm going sober for a month, but I only really planned out the layout of the video about 20 minutes ago. So yeah, this definitely isn't a fuck I'm hungover so I'm never going to do this again kind of deal. This is a, I've got some shit to do and I can't do it if I keep living like this way. I can kind of hear the faint chuckles and jeers of my peers, but I'll show them. Cellmates are waiting for themselves. I know that was terrible. That was just terrible. But you guys, apparently, according to the comments, you guys come here for my hair and my terrible, terrible jokes. So suck it up if you are not one of the people that come here for that. Right, so now we actually get to the reasons as to why I've decided to go sober for an entire month. Reason number 1, YouTube. As I've mentioned in many videos, I've just been too hungover to put out a video, or put out a good video at least. Yeah, that's basically it. The fact that I spend half the week either drinking or recovering from it is just really getting in the way of my being able to get content out. And when I want to think of a video to do or want to plan out a video, my brain is just like way too fucking foggy for me to even comprehend what I would say or do, and it's just not helping. It's really just not, yeah. So for the sake of YouTube, because I do really want to do this seriously. I want to do this, I want to get 2 videos a week, 1 to 2 videos a week out. Probably try not to go too hard on myself if I don't get 2 out, but yeah, if I, like, at least 1 video a week, I want to be able to do that and not have to compensate with 2 the next week, and feel pressured in that way. So yeah, because I won't be so screwed up at the start of the week, I'll be able to space them out, and I'll be able to make them more consistent, and that's something that I've been trying to grapple with for a while, and drinking has just really not been helping me with that. Obviously there are other factors as to why I can't do it, like if I get sick or if I've got an appointment or shit like that, like studies. That shit gets in the way, but definitely like nowhere near as much as my drinking does. The second one is my mental health. I don't want to go too far in depth with anything mental health related, but you know, obviously if I'm just getting trashed all the time, even if it is something that I do because of my mental health, or like one of the things I do because of my mental health, like one of the reasons I drink rather, it's obviously not going to be helping me out, and because of the brain fog, because it does significantly reduce the function of your brain. It's not, you know, doing me any favors in, you know, trying to sort myself out, or trying to at least be a functional human being, which is hard because of my my anxiety or social anxiety or whatever. I can't actually socialize without drinking, so that's going to be one of the big tests that I have this month, actually being able to see people in public without needing to drink a considerable amount. But that's one of the difficulties, so I probably shouldn't get ahead of myself. My physical health, my body has been almost screwed entirely because of drinking. Non-sobriety really, really screws with your body. You know, your digestive system, your brain function, you know, almost everything. It affects pretty much everything. Thinking about getting like a liver detox or a milk thistle thing, like vitamins, but I've also heard that the liver will just detoxify itself, but you know, I'm thinking it really can't hurt to get a bit of assistance with liver detoxing, just because I'm just not good to myself. I'm not kind to my body. And, you know, related to physical health, I have been on kind of a weight loss journey for a couple of years now, and one of the big things that has stopped me from getting over certain hurdles in my fitness and like weight loss, it's not just a weight loss thing, it's a general fitness thing. Like, because I eat really healthily, I've mentioned this, I'm like a massive health nut, except for the fact that I crave non-sobriety. So I just, you know, I can't see any way of me reaching my goals health and fitness wise without cutting out alcohol. Or like, I would just like cut down, but it's difficult because, as I said before, I have very little self-control. Maybe after this month I'll just try to drink less, but I think what I have to do is just not drink for a month. It's just what I feel like I have to do right now. Another reason is I'd really like to examine the effects. I'm going to try and keep kind of a diary of how I'm feeling, my perhaps eating patterns, my like what changes occur, either mentally or physically due to my not drinking, what observations I've made about lifestyle, like do I still see friends and do I act strangely with them, which I know I will, but will they, you know, kind of act strangely with me because I'm acting differently, you know, that whole thing. I am really excited to see what differences will occur in my existence. Another reason is just like general projects that I've, like musical projects, the fitness project obviously. art. I've been meaning to get into art for a long time, and I've never had money to. Like, there's so many things that I can't do because of that lifestyle. I just don't have the money for it. Okay, which gets into pretty much the next reason. Like, the amount that I spend on going out and drinking, because I only get like a couple of $100 a fortnight, which is next to nothing. Luckily I don't have to pay rent or anything with the situation I'm in at the moment, but I get next to no money at all, and to have like half of it to 2/3 of it, I mean, yeah, 2/3 of it going towards alcohol and the rest going towards like food and survival and cigarettes is just ridiculous. Like, there's so much I could be doing and buying and, you know, experiencing other than getting fucked up every weekend. And I know that, you know, I'm a girl, so I could probably go out and get free drinks, but I don't want to do that. I did that when I was like 17. I don't want to do that now. No. Another reason is I'd really like to practice socialization, because I do use alcohol as a massive crutch for me to be able to socialize with my peers and whatnot, so it'd be a good little experiment to see if I can push myself to be able to socialize with people without that crutch, or leave the house at all without it. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun observing that rubbish. And the last reason I have on here, it's probably not the last reason, because there are like so many reasons that I can probably think of if I put more thought into it, is just testing my willpower to see how strong I actually am in regards to sticking with something. Because I've always had kind of problems like committing to things, and I'd really like to be able to say, hey, I did this. Like, I think the only thing that I've stuck with till the very end was the music course I did. So let's just, you know, see how we go with that. Now to the difficulties that I'll probably come across. First one, as I was saying, socialization. I do suffer from relatively intense anxiety and certain other disorders. It's really fucking difficult for me. Like, people think it's so easy. Everyone can say, oh, you're so confident, and it's like, no, I'm really fucking not. I drink and I mean heavily to be able to deal with this shit, and even then sometimes it doesn't work and I have to end up going home after a freak out. It's, you know, it's just, it's going to be really difficult for me to socialize, but I'm giving it a fucking shot. It would be a lot easier if there weren't a gig like every week for the next coming month, but there are, one of which I'm working at, which is Hell on the Bay. If you want to look that up, you can do. Just like, because I usually need at least like a glass or two to leave the house even. Like, it's not that I have agoraphobia or anything, it's just, it's difficult. Things are difficult. I'm not looking forward to that whole chestnut. But, you know, this is just a whole, that's the whole reason I'm kind of doing this. I want to be able to push myself into bettering myself as a person, and well, that's what I'm doing. Another difficulty is the fact that I have not been sober for an entire month since I was about 12 or 13 years old, and that's a long fucking time. Last time I tried this out, it didn't work so well. After maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks, I ended up losing it, ended up freaking the fuck out. All of the symptoms of my disorder started getting like completely haywire, and it's just, it wasn't a good time. So I decided to have another drink, and obviously didn't stop. But, you know, I'm just gonna have to try and push through that, as, you know, hard as that's gonna be. I'm just gonna have to try. It's probably going to include me leaving things very early. It's probably going to include me just like putting things off completely, but okay, there are more difficulties, some of which I don't want to talk about, and some of which I probably haven't completely thought of. but as you can see, it has my non-sobriety habits have a really, really deep impact on my just existence in general, and at the moment it really just isn't doing me any fucking favors. So yeah, this is just something I need to do right now, and I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. I have a lot of friends who are supporting me through this, and a lot of friends who have agreed to like catch up for me outside of the bar setting, because I don't trust myself around like bars at the moment. Like, I'm going to have to be around them for gigs, I suppose, but you know, I'm just gonna have to try and water it up as much as I can and just not give in. Just not give in. I think I've only ever gone to a gig once and not had a drink. So, and that was like a couple of weeks ago, and that was because I was really hungover and working at another gig the next night. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I will be making a video at the end of like the month, talking about how it all went, how I felt about the whole thing. You know, if I've written notes, I'm really bad at doing that whole thing, my diary shit. I'll share them with you, and yeah, so pretty much I'll do a whole like, you know, this was my month. I'll probably be talking a little bits about it in the next couple of videos, because, you know, it's a big thing for me. It's not, you know, just oh, I'm doing a detox thing. Like, this is going to be a big lifestyle change for me. So I'll probably be talking about it quite a lot in the next couple of videos. I'll try not to, though. I'll try to keep it at the down low and just make a huge video at the end of the month. I mean, who knows, maybe I won't make an entire month. Maybe I'll want to extend it after the month. Maybe I'll feel really good and want to extend it, or maybe I won't feel like my flesh is completely refreshed. And yeah, I don't know, who knows. I have had a couple of people suggest I stop smoking along with drinking, but I honestly, like, I don't want to make it harder than it's already going to be. Likelihood is I'll probably I won't stop smoking, but the smoking will probably reduce, because there's a lot of, like, if you're a smoker, you would know, or even a non-smoker, or a social smoker or whatever, knows that drinking will heighten the likelihood of you smoking more frequently. So, you know, like, maybe I'll be reducing my nicotine intake, purely because I'm not drinking. So yeah, the smoking may reduce because I'm not going to be drinking. Definitely not going to stop entirely, but definitely won't be able to with the anxiety levels I'll have. Like, it's really, smoking is really good for, like, I'm not trying to advocate smoking, by the way. People who are just like going to be like, that's disgusting, you're disgusting. I don't really care about your opinion, so it makes it easy to, like, get out of a situation where you feel anxious by just saying, oh, hey guys, I'm gonna go for a smoke. Like, it's a good, like, get away for 5 minutes kind of thing, if you're feeling a bit anxious. So, you know, I can't see that, you know, happening, and it is an addiction, so yeah. Anyway, let's stop being such serious wankers. I'm probably going to end this video here, just because I've said more or less what I wanted to say, and I don't really see the point in pushing this video along, because I think it's already over 20 minutes. I'm going to have to edit this down quite a bit, because, you know, I just babble unnecessarily. It's so fucking stupid. Why can I just not? Anyway, there will be a video that I'll be recording probably tomorrow. If not, I'm hoping that I'm not going to be recording it Saturday, because it means I really won't be getting it up for anybody this week. But yeah, that's going to probably be a rant video, and if you guys follow a lot of people on YouTube and follow all the YouTube stuff, like news about actually YouTube, the website, then you'll know what I'm going to make a rant about, and you'll fucking, yeah. Anyway, until next time, definitely catch up with me. Event link to Cryptopsy will be in the description, as will all my links to my Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr and Twitter. yes. Until next time. I don't fucking know. End my life.